didn't watch it all, but I watched good chunks of it. And I pretty much despise Ghibli, and I'm not particularly fond of that format, but it's working and it's drawing attention, and people are getting in there, and so cool. You play the game. Um,
Hmm.
Sam was having to talk with someone about Social Security, made a bunch of great points, and corrected a bunch of misinformation, which on the individual he was talking to clearly was not having much of an impact at all. And at one point, the guy that he was talking to was saying, "Look, don't you think we should just be teaching kids to save?" And Sam did a strategic thing there that agreed with him, but then moved it back to what he was talking about on Social Security. And I was sitting here in my chair, going, the only right answer is yes, but that doesn't work because people who are 16 to 25 are likely barely making ends meet. They are in entry level jobs. They are going to college. They're going to university. They're building debt. The notion that you could just say, hey, just save up, you never know what's going to happen, is bizarrely disconnected from reality. Plus, everybody in the United States is one illness away from bankruptcy. Potentially, everybody could lose everything at any moment other than maybe Elon. It seems to me there were lots of things that weren't drilled into me as a kid, and trying to drill in this notion of saving because you may not get Social Security. Sure, you could do that. And you know what? If you save and you want to find, turns out you don't need Social Security, great. You helped out somebody who didn't have the privilege you had, who wasn't, um, you know, who had a potentially rougher life, who dealt with things that you didn't have to deal with. And I just felt like that was don't get me wrong, I thought Sam did great, but I felt like that was the one opportunity where I was sitting there going, no, 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 you got to say that. What good does it do? That's like telling kids don't get sick or brush your teeth. You're going to need them when you're old. It happens or it
I
doesn't. It's
agree.
really hard to instill that.
It's just kind of a fantasy, right? I mean, it's like saying just teach people to save and get rid of Social Security is like saying just make sure everybody has a fire extinguisher and you can get rid of the fire department. And
Right.
it kind of ignores reality, and it ignores the trajectory of wages for the last 40 years.